Hello and welcome to my Eportfolio video tour. My name is Rihanna Coates and I am a master's candidate in Learning Design and Technology at the University of South Florida. So let's get into this video. Starting here, you'll see my home page. This has my name, a little bit of my academic credentials, as well as a link right here that will go straight to the video tutorial. I also have just a little carousel, some images of myself. Over here on the left-hand side will be the drop-down menu. We'll now go to the next page, which will be the About Me page. I've included a brief autobiography detailing my journey through academics. It starts with my college experience starting in 2015 and progresses to my current enrollment in a master's program here at USF. At the end of this page, I've included a quote that I believe reflects my purpose and direction moving forward. As you navigate to my project page, you will find a brief synopsis of what the ePortfolio will contain, which is right here. I've included a small project that I completed in one of my first classes here at USF to provide an introduction. Scrolling down, you will find an overview of the AECT standards, which is the Association for Educational Communications and Technology. These standards serve as the foundation for the curriculum of this entire program. As a master's student at USF, I am required to link the assignments I have completed over the past 2 years directly to the ACTT standards to demonstrate my proficiency. So as you can see here are the standards, and as you click these, they will direct you to the page itself. The project page is divided into 5 subpages, each corresponding to standards 1 through 5. Each subpage contains approximately 3 different academic assignments that I completed during my time here. These assignments are linked directly to specific standards within their respective categories. Going over to Standard 1. At the top of each standard page, you will find a drop-down menu that contains specific standards relevant to that page. Each page includes the definition of the standard, the title of the assignment, the tools used, and the class for which the assignment was created. On the left-hand side, you will see the competency skills used to develop those projects and assignments. I have included 3 assignments related to Standard 1, which focuses on content knowledge, Standard 1 for creating, Standard 1.2 for using, and Standard 1.3 for assessing and evaluating. For Standard 1.1, I chose a group project I developed in EME 6457. This project centered on the interaction between learners and instructors in a content-based instructional setting, and it incorporated Richard Meyer's multi-design principles. We created a Canvas course which you can find linked on the left-hand side here. One of my main tasks was to develop Module 0, which served as an introduction for the instructors of this course. You can also view this introduction through the linked YouTube video here. Moving on to Standard 1.2 using, I chose to use an assignment I created in EME 6055, which was to review a Web 2.0 tool, which I chose Kahoot because I've used it for many years since high school, and I just felt it was a great tool. It's been a great tool that students use to create quizzes and interact with instructors for formative assessments. Lastly, Standard 1.3, Assessing and Evaluating. I chose an assignment again from EME 6055, which was titled A Game Evaluation. So we got to choose 3 games that were provided from our professor and go through them and evaluate them, which was able to test my ability to evaluate online learning games for classroom implementation. Moving over to Standard 2. For Standard 2.1 Creating, I chose an assignment from EDF 6284. This was created in both Captivate and Storyboard. I created an outline for a storyboard that I would create in Captivate. This assignment was very essential for helping me utilize technology as an effective medium for introducing and explaining essential content to students. Standard 2.2 using was demonstrated from EME 6457. This was a 13-week group project where we created content on motivation and learner-to-learner interaction. This project really showed my ability to be creative and design and implement effective educational content to students. Lastly, Standard 2.3 assessing and evaluating. I chose an infographic from EME 6457, which I created in PictoChart. This involved assessing each other's work through the lens of design principles and competencies to create a collaborative learning environment. Standard 3 learning environments probably contains some of my most enjoyable work that I've created in my 2 years here at USF. So for the first one, Standard 3.1 creating, I got to create a Storyline 3 project in my course EME 6613, and I implemented one of Meyer's 12 design principles, which I chose spatial continuity. I chose to create it around the demonstration and identification of military vehicles. Storyline 3 promotes active participation and utilizes the visual elements and audio to make the presentation more engaging. In Standard 3.2, using, I referenced my work from EME 6208, where I created a video presentation on how to conduct an Army Combat Fitness Test, or ACFT, within the United States Army. This assignment explored Mayer's cognitive theory of multimedia learning and provided insights into how people process information. I was allowed to be creative and showcase my full potential in developing online training programs. For Standard 3.4 managing, I referenced EME 6215, which was a web design course. I got to create a full mock-up website to promote H10 baseball. I wanted to create a clean and straightforward design that really focused on Mayer's design principles, as well as promoting exactly what the client wanted. And the final design tailored for mobile viewing embodied the principles of clarity and accessibility. Standard 4.1 collaborative practice was demonstrated in EDF 6284, where my group and I developed a comprehensive training curriculum focused on AI competencies and practices. This assignment was designed for K-12 educators to help them understand AI concepts and practical applications for their classrooms. Each of us worked on different modules, and we then collaboratively combined our contributions to create one cohesive course. Standard 4.3 reflective practice was used for AME 6450. In this assignment, I explore key pathological paradigms, including objectivist, subjectivist, and complexity perspectives. These paradigms provide valuable insights into different instructional approaches. This reflection paper served as the final submission for this course. For Standard 4.4, assessing and evaluating, I uploaded a group project, which was a usability testing report on Duolingo. We collected data and created this report based on specific questions that were asked and provided it in this final document as you see here on your left. As I move into the final standard, I have chosen Standard 5.1 Theoretical Foundations. For this standard, I utilized an assignment from EME 6357. I specifically used the final paper for this assignment. This paper examined how to use theoretical integration in coursework and critiqued technology adaptations within the course. We read various articles and studies by prominent educational theorists such as Paulo Freire and Karl Marx. For our final project, we had the option to either create a project or write a paper. This assignment enhanced my ability to identify appropriate source documentation to support my analysis. Lastly, for standards 5.2 and 5.4, I chose something from EME 6356. This was a group project where I collaborated with 2 colleagues to research data on Florida colleges and the correlation between degrees and the jobs obtained by graduates. This project demonstrates my ability to conduct a needs assessment and evaluation, as well as to evaluate instructional programs and processes. The final page of my website features a personal reflection on my time at USF. You'll find a picture of me along with a brief 500-word reflection. Additionally, the last section of the website includes a link to the video tutorial that you are currently watching, which is right here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch.